Mind mapping can be a very useful revision technique because it helps you to visualize and organize your thoughts and ideas. It can also help you to break down and therefore really help you understand more difficult concepts. Before you start to create your mind map, I suggest you follow this checklist. Choose a subject, for example, chemistry. Look through the revision checklist. Choose the topic area you want to focus on, and then read through the relevant pages of the subject revision guide. You may also have created some flashcards to read through, and you may have some Cornell notes. The next part is the most important. I suggest breaking down the topic into 4 or 5 bite-sized chunks. Now you can begin to think about the layout of your mind map. The example I've chosen is a topic from chemistry paper 1. So I started looking at the topic C3, which is structure, bonding and properties. I then chose a subtopic which is chemical substances, and I've chunked that down into metallic, ionic and simple covalent substances. Here you can see the start of the mind map. At the center you have the topic area, and around the outside you have the main chunks. I would also use different colors to make it easier to visualize the various parts of your mind map. I'd also advise using arrows, which illustrates the direction of your thoughts. Here we can see I've spent more time on the one chunk called ionic. You notice two things. One is that I've kept the same color for this particular chunk, and I have used arrows to show the direction of my thought process. This can really be helpful if you are unpicking a particular difficult concept. So for the ionic bond, it's a strong electrostatic attraction between oppositely charged ions. I then thought about what are the two ions that can be formed. Negative ion is formed from nonmetals by gaining electrons, and cations are formed from metallic atoms that lose electrons. Finally, here are some do's and don'ts. Do use mind maps to break down more difficult concepts that require greater depth of understanding. Don't use mind maps for revising topics that need lots of detailed information. Do use mind maps for visualizing your thoughts and ideas. And don't use mind maps for lists of events in chronological order. And do use mind maps for piecing together any explanations or for sequencing a set of instructions, for example, the methods of your required practicals in science. Many thanks for listening.